So also zvakungotaurawo zvimwene zvokutudza kuti mimi maartista muna basa nesu. Because isusu takakufollowa ika muchiti dropera and now I can't remember the last time.
Imimi futhi ndimtore problem. Imimi futhi ndimtore problem. I would also think Mashingo Celeb should be one of the guys who becomes top of mind. But our argue is not tese tango one but shishika pa Charles Austin Theatre one way or the other, because that was the place where you showcased chi kutokanyanya. I remember one time I wasn't there, but I had HD akaenda pa stage ne motor wami, not even inini shanda kutodzoka ndakuda kudzoka because ndava ne product. You see, people want to make music look like it's not a competition because it's emotional for them to say to compete. But here's the thing, we are competing for attention. When that Terra votes JT, it's the same time and I concept Terra Chapresa. But ndatochuza ka pane atoshaya saka ndaiti ndabva muchirugu munomupinda a client akuda record, so nenzina nguva yekumbonochinja ndiwe munhu saka tinongona kunouya studio usiri kusmella fresh. You know, producer should be the freshest person in the room.
Music maraita akatsinda. I know kuti wangori wachimba kwa high school, like choir stuff and
Choir, that was later on, but I guess when I started writing music was around grade 4, 5. Like when you're taught me and my friends, I would write for my other guy and the other guy, 23 to a talent show. So, and I take over, when we told us, national pause, man, as I'm going, what's an TOK,
long break.
Yeah, man. Saka, katanga ku tsinganziota inyora chinspire na Chris Brown, so you'd ndongo dzatanga to ma crash ona kana musikana ndaifarira saka asingagoni kumuudza zvekunyenga izvi zvasa zvatombovhungika on.
How old were you back then?
I was grade 4 ngone makore mangani ameno kusvi 10 anandizivi makore.
That was long back.
That was long back, bro. I'm also counting a minute I mean around there, around 10, 12, 11, 12. But yeah, that's when I started writing my first raps, my first songs. But kazhinji ndangonyora mazipepa mbameba in my bond. So ndaiti nganyora pa sister yangu kuti mboverenga. Achingoverengawo, you know, they have a curator. Yeah.
All right. So, go. Kumasure go.
Yeah.
Mazungaramira say, like, describe the music scene in Mashingo. My resources, my producers, say, my performances.
Mashingo back then.
Yeah.
Back then, I'm going to tell you this. Shaina Kita. There was private name attention. I think internet was not yet that liberal. You can decide to watch events from Spain.
Okay.
You know, but. Tese tango one but shishika pa Charles Austin Theatre one way or the other, because that was the place where you showcased chi kutokanyanya. I remember one time I wasn't there, but I had HD akaenda pa stage ne motor wami. So I was like, dere akaipa. And then taiona ma music videos I shootwa panguwa iyo andizikwa kwatwa ne inenge yava 1k ndo yaitopisa. I'm sure 1k ndo yaipisa. Ndakambona 1k video re Superstars.
Okay.
HD, Alchemy, Scatter, Cube Root. Saka, it was vibrant. I'm telling you. I not wrong words zana decibel, kana zana noble styles. Sitakatangira kufira pana na Jungle Kid. But it was vibrant at that time. Because payabane pan batainda taste but Charles Austin. I think Charles Austin, and then there was a studio there in Analog Stereo. Saka yeah, to was studio yekuti my work analog stereo ndikwana trigger nana scatter chete.
Okay.
Yes.
No kumana aitori.
Yes, saka tese taida kusvika ipapo pa level ro. Andizuti chichangotatsa kungosvika pa Austin, I don't know, but paipisa watoenda wakachena.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Nazoita na Django Kid Decibel. Can you say kuti ndo madhara yakanatso ku inspire, like how influence maybe growing up in Mashingo panyadze music?
No, I don't think I inspire navani vavo. In what I think is I feel like ndakanyanya too much. Zvekuti ndinoda kuonekwa kuti ndakanyanya. So whoever anenge ari pamusoro, I want to get there because though the highest level iripo padizaneni. So where Jungle Kid was, I felt like I was supposed to be on that same table because I believe kuti ndakaipa.
Alright.
Yes. At Decibel, I nambo current Decibel. And I set my uncle, anzazi mumzo wangu. Ndo inotaura zokuti vaitombo imba na Decibel ari papango linchi chichi. It's actually surprised it turned out like that. But anyway, staizwa Decibel takazomuzwa takura kwadzana kune mamwe madhara azingari nana chido. Vava ne clan yavo ameno yainzi chiko clan yavo yakazomba kuti funga makare chinyaka neno.
Right.
Kare.
Panguva iyoyo.
Yes.
Yese yekumashure pamusic. What are you most proud of in your career, either individually or established? What's been the most rewarding since in music?
Okay. The most satisfying thing that I got, or that I did, or that I experienced in my time in the industry, I think it has to be Stonewall City.
Okay.
It has to be Stonewall City because Stonewall City has grown to be bigger than my duo with Dark Saint. Stonewall City is now bigger than just a few kids from Hillside coming to do freestyles.
Okay.
We now have a studio of our own. We now have control over our sound. We now have a sound that we're making with new artists like YD Miles. And it's like what I wished to get Lyrical High School, I'm now giving to someone like YD Miles. You know, mentorship from Munakaipa and at a young age. And when I get on a chance, because you're still surrounded by big numbers. Imagine if you become a celebrity and then that cascades to sister schools, enemy schools, whatever. Just that demography, and these people are also interested in the internet. They're still by internet, so they can push the numbers. Kids push the numbers. So giving the opportunity to the next, I always feel like John Jazz, but I don't do it intentionally.
Right.
Yes, but it's just something that I enjoy.
I like that. I like that.
Yes,
compared to Kongwa yoyo, Chilpangwa history. Competition versus collaboration. That's what I mean. I say, where was it like more competition? You know, consider overall growth. And out you have to consider how my rivalries
You know what I think is every industry, my competitors are not growing. Competition. You see, people want to make music look like it's not a competition because it's emotional for them to say true competitor. But here's the thing: we're competing for attention. When that Terra votes GT, it's the same time and that concept Terra Chapresa. But ndatochuza pane atoshaya. Why is it? Saka the competition, whether you try to be a nice guy, you better say, no, I don't care. Why is it? Pana wanokuti havasikuimba vachitukana. But uyu pabudisa Caspanyo vest anditika takutoda kutononzwa kuti AKA ati chini. Kana AKA ataura takutoda kutononzwa kuti Caspanyo vest ati chini. Saka ndiri promoter ndinouya pano pane attention. The power two are the two big dogs. Saka, what are they doing? They are competing. And the industry is growing. People hate me for starting my beefs and whatnot. I was just trying to make the industry bigger. Why is it? So, how I look at it is, back then when competition was there, the industry was better.
Alright. So you can say that there was more competition than now.
There was more competition. I think it's because of the attention and as artists we felt like there's a need for us to compete because you see, now no one is looking for the next. I'm not going to say a name.
In terms of collaboration, were there more collaborations back then than now?
I think as camps, as a camp, where ciphers are ma collabo awaita, ma mixtape awaita, Dreamfield chita Stay Fly, Stonewall City. You see, Saka Panama collabo, Emma camps. But it's also we always tried to even go to an enemy camp. Right. Would get Joe Breaker on a mixtape on My Way Your Way would get trigger on that same mixtape. And it for us, yaingova nyaya yekuti ndo zvinotonakidzisa zvino. Waize maflavors akasiyana siyana.
Right. Tomo city ichiri kushanda. Ichiri kurecorda nekuti say right now why are you solo?
Why are we solo? That's an interesting question. Because tinogona kukupa like tinema edu my internal kozeta my external. Otanga my external. My external includes kutodona kwakaita mbiri neora yepa Charles Austin Theatre.
Alright. Yeah.
It was easier. I know chinenge chitasema dinosaur kuti titarisira kuti Charles Austin isimuke futi iko kwaane masvingo celebs anditika but the physical was very important waona kuti unoonekwa pa stage. I'm sure dai akaramba iri vibrant ka taingozosvika pakuti ndakuda kuitawo zvaita HD dai ndiri nondo kuenda nemota pa stage right now. I don't know why it's so hard kuti zviitike zvinhu zvakadaro. And then tinofanira kuita apa a better level because takwanisa kuzvirecord, takwanisa kugadzira music, but we are not putting out music because kubudisa music kwakutyisa.
Why?
I don't know if I speak for a lot of people, but one kunodhura, two akunzi ma-results aunongo anoenda nemashandiro awakaita. You can make the best song right now. Manika waiburitsa inenge ne artwork, inenge ne visualizer, inenge upload you and you're parting with some money, but it doesn't guarantee kuti ichaonekwa nevanhu vakawanda. I know kwaane TikTok and what not, that's short form, but kunoteera song yese hazvisina guarantee iyoyo yekuti uchanzwikwa. Back in the days tatongoza kuti kana ndikabudisa song panapa Storm City ma-artists anouya panapa iwo ndo achafambisa. Saka I think on our part isusu we have to just adapt. We have to adapt nezvavako. But adapting also comes with a financial muscle that we might not have right away for music.
Right.
Because when you have financial muscle, chinjonoza kuti chinobhadhara. Even if you look internationally, my record labels are struggling. My major record labels are struggling. Are downsizer stuff yawo because music is as profitable as it was back then. Yava liberal. TikTok unakunoputika pa TikTok, which means that vanhu vese vai pusha ma artist, vanhu vese vaita artist development, vanhu vese. Saka we would love to invest in our music, but only when it gives us back at least that feeling yekuti chinhu chaonekwa. Ndapona. Saka I understand vanhu vese vari kuhesitate kubudisa music because kuti zvibude uchatofanira kutozvibheka nefinance kuti zvinzwikwe.
Tataura zvese izvi zvatataura izvi.
Yes baba.
Mbotaura kuti you started off as an underdog. And then mukasvikawo panguva yekudropa maclassical albums.
Yes, still dropping.
City. Yeah. When people look back, at the history of Masvingo music industry, what do you hope Ceydah Ngomi's legacy will be?
Ceydah Ngomi's legacy is excellence. It should be excellence. Everyone who's associated with me, panofana kuona kwa excellence. Panofana kuona kwa deliberate effort yemunhu kuti I want to be better. I want to write better songs. I want to be richer. And I want to make an impact in my community because that's all I try to teach at Storm City.
I see online tomombaita agriculture. So you read your videos actually. Talk about papaya and so forth. Tell us about that. Mukuzviita seindara ya musician and also mukumbobata madhaka.
azvinonetsa kubalance zvinhu zvasangana. Because I remember there was once a time yekuti ndaiva nehuku, ndaiva ne100 masaso andaichengeta.
Okay. Poetry as well.
Yeah, it's agriculture. Ndachiri kudzidza about my interest in agriculture. Saka ndaiti ndabva muchirungu munomupinda a client akuda kurecord. So nedzina nguva yekumbonochinja ndiwe munhu saka dzimungona kunouya studio usiri kusmella fresh. Producer should be the freshest person in the room.
Yeah.
So zvasingasangani zvinhu izvozvo. And so it has always been a fight yekuti ndekupi kunodonza kumwe. But I've always been an agro boy. I had green hands ever since I was a kid. Around the time when I started writing songs was when I planted a grape tree. Saka a grape tree not to cutting so to ziva grape.
Right.
But I did it at grade 4. So I've always been a farmer, but specifically I've always been a tree grower, like ndofarira miti more. Ndofarira miti saka zvinhu zvandakararama nazvo all my life. For internet, they're starting to see me balance these two things now, but I've been doing it all along. Back then, I took any civil engineering to balance with, but now it's better I just have these two.
So we can say with the munhu westepla westonewall city akasara achitoshanda chaiko, and then also expose is also the other guy akasara wachishanda like zvemadzidzisi.
Yeah,
chitaura vanhu vakare vava
Chris Newton anoti achidropa. He was with Stay Fly, and then Kwedu yearly he's on the low. Zaki is on the low. Dark Saint is also on the low. But we're always working. The thing is, no, here's the thing. We're always working, but kurelisa asikurelisa ndo pane nyaya ipapo.
Mukushandiri already. Musingatipi music yayo mukuimbirani because muchafa mukutadza kuinzwa.
Toburisa ma-posthumous.
Postana hapana nemaposta ja.
Arotoputika posthumous. But here's the thing. Ini nangu nemapeers angu age yedu takura zvekuti haisiri nguva yekuti titi uri kuitira music kuti majiza ati Ceydah is still there. So what we've been working on is how can we make this sustainable. Tokwanisa kuita same music tichikwanisa kurarama nekuita music.
Saka also zvakungotaurawo zvimwene zvokutudza kuti mimi maartista munabasa neyesu. Because this is to follow why I'm chiti dropera and now I can't remember the last time.
Imeme futhi ndimtorne problem. Imeme futhi ndimtorne problem because makura now mane ma priorities yenyu. Said akabudisa is not an emergency for you like it was back then. Andokubana. Zvirongoitika mu life mango zvikuita mu life mako. Except kuti yako inoramba ichiendera mberi. Inini ndikaramba nchita music yangu inokunodzokera mashure because ndikuda kugadzira munhu music ari kutofunga zvekuroora.
No, tipei, just give us. Tipei chamari, tipei music akumani. Kutotara na story.
Back in the day, not that back in the day vanhu vaitenga madisc edu ere. Unoziva ere kuti tatika TN2 vanhu vaitenga.
I remember ndichitosenda wewe.
Incentive iyoyo mudhara inoita kuti munhu uone kuti at least andoona right now ndinoburitsa onesa like zvinondipa chizvo zvozvo. Let's be real. So now at least I can say shanda burisa something just to show you kuti ndiriko but ndava nemapopo. So that is what we're working on all these years. We have to have a physical product that no attach to my fame yoyo. At least when anondiziva this other day Luvante was here. He's a fellow artist. Imbon's godfather. Akauya akatenga popo rangu. I was not going to get $1 from him just because I release a song.
Right.
But if I'm there, chiburisa unziva achindiona and it reminds him kuti Ceydah garazia ane product rake. That's better.
Zakayo kutaura kuti tofana hapa tenge bopo get a feel of Ceydah.
Not even
kumba kwedu kwa takumonzwa kai Ceydah wakati. kuti titoona nekufila the Ceydah fana kutomushanyira vadheni wangu totombomutengerawo nekumusaura business
not even
tizota
inini shanda kutodzoka ndakuda kudzoka because ndava neproduct. There is now a reason for fame. It's useless to be famous and not have anything to sell. Indakuda kudzoka and I'm coming back on. So them kids better watch out because I'm coming for that sport.
Timboti forecast maybe kana zvimahints zvemadate
next year, beginning of next year, Valentine's is mine definitely, and the winter is going to be ours, the summer as well.
Right.
Yes, Tina Sound, we are not going to reveal too much. Tina Sound will go here next year.
As Stonewall City can I just say that?
Yeah, as Stonewall City.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I love the interview.
Yeah, man.
How are you helping artists in the game right now? Exposed now, AD Miles.
Yeah.
I also know a Game Changer, OG Mag.
Yes,
you know, you cannot mention that, but there are a whole lot of people on Washington that's not to mention.
Yeah. Lysandra is another one. She's a lady who Russian and I for a very long time, and she's put out true successful projects with us. Yeah. So I think I've always felt like help. You cannot teach an old dog new tricks. So I still focus on high school kids because I think that when I was in any personal to one ginger one styric and also my numbers at high school. I think all the artists that I worked with now from there, maybe except for even OG Mac. So basically what I do is I just try to show them how I make my stuff. If they can take from my process, my work ethic, my mafungiro wangu dzimwe ndogona kutadza kuzonyora nzira yakapenga but ndine mafungiro nemagadziriro emusic nemacollaborator aunogona kukopa. I think that's the best, just for them to come in my space, vondoona ndichita mistakes, vondoona ndichi stupidity yangu, like my process kunakidzwa kwane ndichiitwa kwaikwa, not inspire someone else. And then of course here and there in a nice way, but the whole point is for them to write better songs. I cannot change personality of Moon. We can be more intentional with Tim Brandy. It's a game changer. He was almost like commander, something like that. We can be intentional about that, but the music still for sharp. So song writing. So right now where we're going, we have an academy. Because when I'm an experience, song but through songwriting, you can write something generalized. I'm also going, if you're going through a heartbreak, a teenager, a heartbreak, a 30-year-old dude, it's still a heartbreak. Just write it in a way, it's not specific. And I want about tuck shop, maybe I don't chew at tuck shops anymore. So it's all about songwriting. Yes, and I'm actually saying to anyone around Tanga or anyone it's a cool hobby. You can write a song. When you're alone, it's cheap. It keeps you in a good mental state because you're always emptying excess emotions and cloud. Ugly emotions, jealousy, hatred, beefs. That's when people go and resort to alcohol, drug abuse, and whatnot, and self-harm. So, in my own opinion, songwriting, even for my artists, I think it's kept them in a space-able mental somehow.
I like that. So, the mentorship in terms of.
Why is it? Even the fact that I had to finish school, I had to graduate before I pursued music. I think it's a good example. They have to drop out of school to pursue music. Why is it? Because my parents are my expectations. I'm sort of open. Like I think it's just fair. yes, you can do what you want later on, but I think just go and go and then do whatever. Yeah.
But trick around nobody from the city can top it.
Nobody from the city can top it.
I understand maybe that settle low.
I know it's cool. There's a lot of competition in this city, my guy. Like my songs, I don't know. Yes, continue. Lana, Aneskere, Moto. This is Alki Moto. My tricks, I don't know. Dea Vana. My tricks, I got yeah, Mucheke, of course.
Yeah, legendary.
Nation Jungle Kid. So, the nation should step up and blow up by HD. It's about time about to blow up.
Yeah.
And we are superstars. Yeah.
Those songs there.
Yes.
Okay, so no man.
This type up. Don't talk a song young one. You know, in the bar.
The EP song, yeah.
Song Check Out Time by Ceydah and Yengli. It's on my channel.
Right.
Yes, Check Out Time. Especially Aunyari unoto iridza wena vanhu vaya vakatonyanya. Kana watuwani vanhu vakatonyanya mutoti chireka chidi.
So that's the song you know better now to have.
Yeah, ndo better now because takabudisa long back but inoridzwa before news pa radio.
Right.
Before news panopisa sha.
Which radio is that?
GZ Campus, of course.
Wow. Shout out to GZ Campus.
Yeah, and heavily at times like nguva izotaipusha inoziva.
Right.
So Check Out Time, I think it's that song. It might not be my personal favorite, but it's the most commercial song that we have.
They are no better now.
Yes.
Alright, Tita's mashing right now. Who can you say is the best can I say push a artist machine? Let me just
Push like a manager.
No, but just in
push
general.
my
wakes not kuti iwewe as a ako but chero atingazotaura nemapromoter. Who can you say is doing the most in the industry? Panyaya kuti the industry upper top.
A conversation you would expect with TT maybe Marisa would, right, because it's the most financed, but I would argue that's not the case here. I would also think Mashango Celeb should be one of the guys who becomes top of mind. But I'll argue is not that guy who push out music. Like I was under the impression that Mashango Celeb is going to push my celebs or at least music, you know. But I'm starting to see that music is now just, you know, Kanya can go through here and there. Otherwise, it's mostly Makua, Papandiana's Ochiti, Azudachi, Achita, Katwake,
Those are celebs.
Yes, man, it's not about music.
So Chita is a celebrity. Would I find it?
What I bought Saga, it's not for music. So
I thought it's just for music.
So in me, I would say I respect what GZ Campus Radio is doing. Because we don't pay to go there. But it's not to carve your province, yes. Like I think that's the channel and platform information on every artist. Unfortunately, hanozanotosvika kwakautona vari kutoshaya vanhu vari kuda kubuda paredio, vanhu vari kuda kuita maybe clash yedance kana kuti vanhu vari kuda kuitwa made from masvingo, vanotoshaya vanhu. I don't know, is it on their part kuti they are not kuma grassroots, or is it kuti isusu ma-artists we just have that perception kuti chanobhadhariswa.
Alright.
Yes, because a lot of people think kunobhadhara. A lot of people want to hesitate. Now pana ndotozoencourage kuti nayo ndaurayirikeza mupe namba dzemunhu uyu muzoti ndinda Ceydah ntaure nemi. And then I also respect what you guys are doing, the directors. I know ambopuwe mari all the time. Sometimes unotomboita pro bono muchiti auya ngokushuta aingotenga drinks or whatever. Iwewe real one visuals, defao Prayer was doing it some time back, but I think it's no longer like based in the cities of Daro. So I know my directors anoisa effort kuti munhu abuda ari superstar. For example, Waidima was akazobuda ari pa video rake rinonzi Banga. Unoona video rake rinonzi Banga, unobelieve kuti pano superstar.
Right.
Zvaisagoneka dai pasina kuita Tifao akamushuta video yakadaro.
Shout out to Tifao.
Shout out to Tifao. So I respect those guys. Radio, the directors. I think even Susuma producers, we try, but atione what we do on, because it's no gruma artists, no shoes are artists with like tinoguruma vanhu vasati vatomboonekwa nevanhu. Saka but zviri kuonekwa, I think it's you guys and radio.